Alright, guys, welcome back. We are watching ReZero Season 3, Episode 12. Last time was an amazing episode. I have rewatched that scene with Liliana singing, like, so many times. It's such a good scene. I want to talk about it again today, but we'll see about that. We'll see if we have time. Um, yeah, we defeated Sirius, maybe, hopefully. I don't know if she's dead. I feel like there's kind of more to do with her, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. And other than that, I don't know. We still have some problems. That's for sure. Regulus, uh, Lust. We don't know what happened between Lust and Al, and obviously Garfield fighting Kurgan, Wilhelm fighting Teresia. There's still so many things going on. So like we maybe have dealt with one of those things. Maybe we gotta start. We gotta start getting through them. I guess eventually we only have we have 5 episodes left, so I don't know. I don't know if all of these last episodes are just all dedicated to to one of those fights. That'd be pretty cool. I would enjoy that if they all somehow have like a conclusion scene to them that are as satisfying as that one in the last episode. That would be amazing. But I don't know if that's possible. Anyway, we're watching Season 3, Episode 12. You can let in copy up with this if you want to. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Amelia running to the wives, yes. But how do we... How do we get through to them, though, right? Oh, how do we convince them that they aren't trapped? Subaru couldn't do it, right? Maybe Amelia can. Oh, yeah, because, I mean, maybe that alone will be enough, that idea, right? Oh, yeah, right? For all of these people. But they're so scared to hope, right? And the people she cares about, right? Yeah, because I guess they've been stripped of everything else. Yeah. They're like, they're at the bottom. They're at rock bottom, you know? Uh, is she able to? Oh. Surely nothing but death awaits her from their position then. Right, everyone's different, of course. Sure. Right, right. And it's like that's what Regulus tried to strip away, is that difference, the differences between them, right? Just Amelia. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Make us human. Oh. Man. Oh, that's such a sad, like... Can understand some amount of you, yeah, right? Yeah, like when she just wanted Amelia to escape, right? Right, that's the only way. That is the only way, right? Can only save themselves. But it's so hard, right, in this situation. Ah, okay. Oh, what a question, huh? No way, right? Impossible. I don't think anyone could love him, you know? Not the way he acts. Right, we all do. There's something we got in common, huh? Yeah, yeah. Oh, an earth dragon, huh? I mean, some earth dragons seem pretty nice, right? Oh, they still have that, at the very least. I mean, hatred isn't much to hold on to, but it means you aren't gone. Is that her name? Hi, Selfie. It is. I see, I see. Okay, okay. They were all in agreement, but none of them could stand up and say it, right? Because they would be killed, right? Yeah, no, it makes sense. Unfortunately so. Yeah, do they have any insight into what it could be? I assume he has no choice, right? Sure. Ooh. A way to communicate, maybe? Or... Oh. Okay, it just passed through her. What does that mean? Oh, are their hearts beating? I see. Yeah? Her heart is beat. Oh. God. Two heartbeats. Ah, I see. And that's how because his heart doesn't beat, that's how he stays alive. Is all of their hearts keep his, like, heart beating, and it's within all of them. So what the hell do we do? Okay, the Subaru's not dead. Somehow. I guess Regulus wants to take his time, toying with him. Oh, okay. That's good that he told Amelia. Because, of course, Regulus doesn't want to kill him yet. He's got to kill them both, right? Ooh. I wonder if anyone had ever figured it out, and all the time he's been alive, right? How would anyone, I guess? He just kills everyone, right? Right, right. What an act of love, giving your heart to another person. Oh, I see. So some of them have like a okay. So only one of them actually matters. Oh God. Right, right. Oh yeah, right. Like overtaking another person entirely, basically, right? Oh no, that's not the answer. Come on. That can't be it. That can't be it. That can't be it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Be no different. God, how sickening that must feel to have his heart within you like that. Oh no. Oh God, but that's not freedom, right? No, there is. There has to be a better way than killing yourself. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Does he even love himself? I don't know. I don't think he's capable of love at all. Oh god, no, no, like, this obviously can't be it, right? Like, not at all. Jesus Christ. Oh, oh god, okay. God, Amelia is... Oh, okay, sure. I mean, being really cold does that, right? And it can warm people back up. It's better than nothing. Better than being dead. Oh, look at her face. Okay, okay, But Regulus will still have his, like, offensive powers, right? Oh, right. Oh, God. Oh. You're some loser. That's who you are. That's what I think you are. Oh my god, how did he dodge that? Oh, Jesus. What even was that? She figured it out. She figured it all out, don't you worry. Oh, just freeze them all in ice completely, yeah. Oh, can he feel it? Can he feel his own heart beating? Oh. Oh, oh my god, she's here. Oh, kill him. Murder him. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Is he vulnerable now? I mean, if he is, that might have just killed him, right? Like, I don't know. Of course. No, they're not dead. I mean, hopefully they'll be fine. Hopefully we can start their hearts again, right? And that's how it works, right? If you get cold enough, your heart can stop, but... Okay, well, he's still here. He's not dead. Is he injured in any way? Right, right. Oh, the Mountain of Sacrifices. That's very meaningful to, like, Subaru, too, I think. Oh, God, no way, right? There's another secret wife somewhere. Shut up. That's you. Oh, that is how many he said, right? Yeah. Oh. God. I hate him so much. Like, he's good. Oh. I'm amazed it took this long to reach that point. Oh. Oh, really? Just by him viewing her like that. I see. So she has to stop her own heart. Right. I mean, that makes sense. Right. Yeah, really? God. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. It happened anyway, yeah. Right. Has he literally ever responded to anything anyone has said, ever? Yeah, how does it work, right? Yeah. What if he just puts it in you next, Subaru? Shut up. Sorry. Am I allowed to say shut up to Regulus? I hope so. Ooh. Oh, God. As if, right? No. Ah, it's like the weakness of caring for another person, huh? No, I mean, that's not the plan, right? No way, obviously. Indeed. Oh my God, he listened to what someone said? Right. That failure, huh? Oh. But he would say this about literally everyone. So. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, like crushing the heart. Like, oh, okay. I see, I see. Oh God, can he? Of course. Naturally. Oh, right. God. Regulus looks so unimpressed. Oh, okay. It's God, has to be. And he's like barely used it, right? I mean... Oh, yeah, yeah. Just like, yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen, right? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah. Man. Crazy how nice he looks like that. Oh. God, that's, like, scary, though. Okay, alright, alright. Ooh, yeah, I mean, it takes a lot out of him, right? We've seen that. Amelia, kill him! Start murdering him! I cut off his head, right now. Snap your fingers. Kill him instantly. Oh, God, his hand. She sure is. God, what an act of trust, huh? Ooh, we're leaving everyone else behind. Is that not what you do, Regulus? Is that not what you've always done with your power, with your authority? Oh, that's what that sound was. I was hearing like there's this weird, yeah. He's affected by things. Oh, we can kill him. Thank God. Oh my God. Yeah. It's finally, it's time. Oh. Hit him with a giant hammer. Oh my God. Finally. Oh my God. How long has it been since he's bled, huh? Oh, God. That's not your right, buddy. Your rights don't come from trampling on other people. Like, that's the opposite of a right. Oh, and how that must feel, huh? Let's fuck him up. Kill him. I love the noises she makes in battle. She's... right, right. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what he deserves. Is she counting? Oh, she's counting. Every single hit. She said she would never miscount, right? I assume that was exactly 53. Or maybe 54. One for her. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. God, is that really it? Ooh. He, like, flashed at the end there. Oh, okay. He's not dead. Oh, God. Ooh. God, how weird it must feel to feel his own heart beating after so long, right? Oh, because it stops his time. I get it. Okay. So he can do it, like, very momentarily, but... Oh, God. Just kill him. Just kill him. Right, right. Yeah, what have you done your entire life? Right. Uh-huh. I literally, right? Like, I mean, as if anyone thought he was going to change his mind in the end, right? It sounds good. Yeah. Fair and square. I think a lot of things about you, buddy. Literally, right? Unironically, he might be. He really might be. Oh, his eyes. Hmm. Okay. Sure. It sounds good. Right, right. Is that Reinhard coming down finally? Yeah, the duel won't be with him, it'll be with Reinhard. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, it's like descending from the atmosphere, right? He was lit on fire. Yeah, how do you feel about this battle now, Regulus, huh? God, he must think it's so unfair that Reinhardt's powers are still here, but he lost his, you know? He literally did hit the moon. Okay. It's good. Great. Awesome. Awesome. That is ridiculous. Oh. There's no waiting, buddy. Sorry. Oh, yeah, he can only use it momentarily to not die. But he can't, like, really... I don't know. He just has to time it every time before he gets hit. Oh my god, shut up. Why do you think, huh? Supposed to be invincible. Oh. Right, right. Unwavering, unchanging. Oh, God. Ooh, I see. Oh, God. Interesting. Ah, I see. I mean, I'm sure it all comes from something for him, you know? Something meaningful, but... Oh, okay. Hey, good. Right, never mind. That's... Sure. That's great. That is great, actually. Impossible for me to feel sympathy for him, obviously. Like, I don't know. Oh. Oh. God. Oh. Oh, they're all laughing at him. Finally. Finally at the end, he falls. Right? You are alone. You've always been alone, frankly, right? Oh. God. Hasn't changed a bit, right? Absolutely no change within him at all at the very end. Oh, stands on him. Right, right. But not here. Can't let this thing live, unfortunately. Oh, right. That's what people think about him. Oh, it's over. What's he gonna do? Oh. Oh, but now like, he can't keep it on forever, right? So, yeah, it's over. I don't know. Yeah, his heart isn't beating right now. So, and the second he stops it, he's just dead. Okay. Yeah, no. Right. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't, like, explode. But, oh, God. No power anymore. Oh, God. Right. Drop a boulder on him. Oh, he remembered. He remembered, huh? Oh, it was Fortuna. Okay. It makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, he's gonna drown. He's gonna drown. Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't remember. She doesn't even know it's you. He can't keep his power on forever. Gonna drown just like Typhon, huh? Ah. Ooh. I wonder if she will ever remember, huh? Interesting. I mean, hey, that's a fitting fate for him to be forgotten. Oh, God, that sound. Yeah. It's over. God. Man. Regulus Corneas, a completely white... Oh, God, that was the episode, huh? Okay. Completely white, like, blank slate for the end card. Just like him. Just like him, right? God, what a fitting end, huh? Okay, that's another one down. Regulus is dead. Assumedly, I don't know how he wouldn't be. Wow. God, there's something that feels so... I don't even know. I don't know how to describe the feeling I get from that, I guess. Oh, man. 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 I don't know. Like, I can't help but think of it from his point of view, even though he's such a horrible, awful, unforgivable, terrible, most pathetic person in the world, you know? Like, I still just must feel so crazy to him. He's been this unchanging thing for so long. His death must have been literally unimaginable to him. And then in a day, it's over, you know? It's kind of an interesting message in there, too, isn't there, right? No matter how long something seems unchanged, you never know, right? I guess it's that the idea that change is inevitable for everyone, even someone like Regulus, right? I mean, that change for him was dying instantly, but right? That's what it was all about. Do we have an after credits? We do. Okay, right. Surely they're all fine, right? Surely, like that's how it works in real life, right? If you could warm people back up. Okay, we're good. Ah, they're all free. They're all free. Ah, yes. Oh my God. They could all go live their lives. I mean, their whole fucking families are dead, but like, man. We need to start like I don't even know. We need to help them all. We need to use some of Rosewall's money to help them all, like start their lives again. I don't know. Please. Oh yeah, Reinhardt's freed up now. I didn't even think about that. Right, right. Okay, okay. Oh God. Yeah. Teresia might be the next thing we need Reinhardt for, right? I mean, that we need that to happen, like, the story-wise as well, character-wise. Oh, Garfield has transformed. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I'm worried. Is he gonna remain in control? I hope. I mean, he could against, like, Elsa, kinda, right? Okay. Let's talk about the episode in the discussion. We gotta watch the break time. I've forgotten about it, like, every single time at the end of the episode in the past, like 4 episodes or something, and then I realized right before I start recording the discussion that we need to watch it. So let's watch the breakdown. What's up, Petra? Thank you for briefing us on the situation. who who is that? It's what are you? I literally. Ooh, I see. I see. Interesting cloak you have on. You got stuck in a bush. I mean, that seems like a valid reason to me. I guess that's a good reason. Come on. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, interesting. That can't be a good way to live your life. Come on. Ooh, maybe so. Really? Not at all. Hmm. Always keep your eyes open. I see. Always gotta look at your situation, I suppose. Interesting. So, huh? Oh, because she's the cook. I get it. It's like, what are you? That's too long. That is too long of a name. That is too long of a name. That's spoilers. That's longer than the Kiss Shot Asura Orion Hard Under Blade. So that's way too long. Okay, let's talk about the episode. Okay, let's talk about the episode. Regulus is dead, which feels crazy, right? I don't know. It feels really weird. He feels he was like a constant in the world. That's how he must have felt about himself, being alive for so long, being literally unchanged for so long. That's what his whole thing was about. That's what his whole power was, just never changing ever as a person and always just being the same for however many hundreds of years he was alive. Who even knows, right? He was around back in Amelia's backstory. But I mean, he was still the same back then. It certainly seemed, I had no reason to think that he had recently gotten his powers, so who knows how long he's been around, right? It's such a horrible death, right? Such a horrible death. I can't help but imagine it. Like, I don't feel bad for him, because he's such a terrible person. It's impossible, really, to feel bad for him, especially as he dies, all of his thoughts, he doesn't change at all. He has absolutely no doubt in himself or that he was always right. Until the very end, like not even a little bit, right? No, but no doubts in himself in any way at all, right? But God, this is such a horrible death, right? Like he's slowly drowning, but his power, without all of his wives' hearts, he can't use it for very long, right? Because your heart stops beating. That could only last a few seconds before you're gonna like pass out, right? Um, so he just kind of activate it for like a very short amount of time, but then his heart has to start beating again. But then he's drowning, so he has to activate it again. But every time he activates it, his body just gets frozen the way it was. So like yeah, no, he's just it's over. It's over for him. Such a horrible death. Such a terrible death. Now, yeah, I refuse to accept it. Never, 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 never. Right? No, no change for him at all. Right? And you hear his heart like beating faster and faster as it like flashes with him using his authority. It's such like a god. It feels very uncomfortable to me. Just imagining that. Like man, what a character. What a character Regulus has been, huh? Such an infuriating, awful, terrible person. The just the epitome of narcissism in every way, right? I was thinking about this. Has there ever been a moment in the entire show where Regulus has been here where he has acknowledged what another person has said? It's like I guess Subaru telling him about his authority. I guess them saying things like about him, kinda, right? But every time Amelia's tried to talk to him about love and his wives and all of this, he quite literally does not acknowledge a single thing she says at all, right? Or like anytime anyone says anything to him that makes him kill you instantly, he doesn't acknowledge anything you say. Like when he got really mad at Pandora and killed her, he didn't consider what she said in any way at all. All he was like is, "Oh, you're telling me what to do? I'm gonna kill you instantly." You know? Like, I think he is literally the peak possible narcissism ever, in the sense of, I don't think he has ever had a conversation with another person in his entire life. Right? Like he literally does not acknowledge what other people say, even, right? All he does is like, "Oh, you're pissed me off, I'm gonna kill you now." It's actually crazy. Like, I'm trying to think back to everything, every time he's ever talked to anyone that we've seen. And no, it is literally, he doesn't acknowledge what other people say even, right? I love like the end card, how it's just blank. It's just this blank whiteness, right? Because it's like that's all Regulus was. That's all Regulus is, you know? He doesn't have anyone. And he has nothing. He is nothing. So all he gets is this blank white nothingness for the title card, you know? I think that makes so much sense, really, right? Like, because I guess, like, to me, like, the idea behind that, the message behind that is that, like, yeah, who a person is almost entirely made up by the people around them, the impact they leave on others, and, the relationships that they have, and all of that, right? It's like, if you don't have any of that, then and no one's gonna know anything about you, right? He deserves to be forgotten, right? He will be forgotten, right? There's nothing to remember about him, you know? Like, so yeah, he just has this blank white nothingness, you know? Man, I wonder how he got this authority. It's so weird how his authority, the authority of greed, is so obscenely, ridiculously powerful compared to all of the other authorities that we've seen. Right? Like, none of them seem even remotely in the same realm as this, right? Like, Regulus seems just like the most powerful person in existence other than Reinhard, I guess, right? But even that, it's not like Reinhard would be able to have beaten him alone, you know? Not without killing all of his wives, I guess, you know, but, like, is that even a victory? I suppose. I guess that's a way to kill him if that's how we're qualifying it. It's so weird that it's so powerful in that sense, you know? But maybe that makes sense just in terms of, like, greed. Greed feels like such a primal, just omnipresent thing in the world, right? Like, I guess if the archbishops, if they're meant to in some way, like, be that their worldview is such that the whole world, like, runs on that sin in a way, right? Um, I kind of agree in a way, right? Greed just feels like the most primal, just like sin, I guess, right? Ever, you know, everyone feels greed. I feel like everyone is greedy in some way. You know what I mean? Like, I understand Sirius, I understand Gluttony, I understand Capella, all of those things, right? I understand how all of them can think that the sin that they represent is like this thing that really like rules the world. But no, I think greed is one I can really agree with. And in that sense, maybe that makes sense why it's like the most powerful one. It's the most powerful authority. Here's the question that I just thought of as I was saying all this too. What's going to happen to his witch factor? Because Subaru got the witch factor from Petalgeese, but it is true, for one, that Subaru having Petalgeese's witch factor now, it's a lot different. It's nowhere near, like, Petalgeese could summon 5 million arms at once and fly around and do crazy shit, right? Subaru can barely use one arm at a time for like 5 seconds, and then he starts dying, you know? So even if Subaru somehow got Regulus's witch factor, which, like, we don't know how that works. We don't know if he will. We don't know how it works at all, you know? Obviously, Petalgeese was doing the weird shit, like being a spirit and going inside of Subaru or whatever. So that could have something to do with him just inheriting the witch factor somehow, right? Um, but even if Subaru does get the witch factor, like, I don't know what form it would take for him. You know what I mean? Can one person have multiple witch factors? Is that even possible? You know? God, I don't know. I don't know. How does it work? Like, what is a witch factor, right? Like, when Regulus dies, what happens to it? Is it like this weird spiritual thing? Is it like this how does it go from one person to another? How does it work, right? Like when Petalgeese had like the box with the witch factor in it that was given to him by Pandora, right? How did that happen? Did someone have that witch factor before and then they died and it was granted to Petalgeese for some reason? But like what even is it? Like what is the witch factor, you know? I don't know. A bunch of questions that we have absolutely no answer for, like at all. So sure, right? Okay, let's go through the episode, huh? Oh, I love this. I love this scene so much with Amelia talking to all of the wives, right? I think it's very important because a couple episodes ago, we saw Subaru being unable to convince them himself, right? He tried, right? All of them heard like Subaru's speech on the like the intercom system, right? That certainly didn't sway them enough. He tried again, basically, right? Tried to give him a little Subaru pep talk, which always seemed to work so well, but that wasn't enough, right? That wasn't enough at all. It has to be Amelia. Amelia is able to do it. Amelia is able to break through it and I was gonna say give them some amount of hope, but like kinda the hope that they have ends up being, oh, we're all gonna kill ourselves, which is such a God. It's such a sad, awful thing to think because like the idea that in some way that's fighting back, just that's so sad. That's so sad to me, you know? Because I guess I can understand that, right? That it's like at least you can claim some amount of agency over this horrible person who has abused and owned you for years, right? By killing yourself to escape him, right? I can understand how that can feel like some kind of freedom, but it's just, obviously it just feels horrible and feels awful, you know? So thank God we could just freeze them all. Like, Jesus, I feel so bad for them. What we need to do, I said this during the episode, is with all of Roswell's money, right? We need to start up some kind of foundation for all of them and give them a bunch of money, give them a bunch of cash so they can go like start their lives again, right? Because all of their families are dead. They have nothing and no one. Like they're free now, but we can't let them all just go die on the street, right? So we gotta help all of these victims of Reguluses. Like, please. We're going to defeat Regulus, but to do that, we need all of your help. So this is interesting to me because it gives me the vibe of that idea. It's like you can only save yourself, right? That in order to save yourself from even a horrible situation like this, where someone like Regulus is abusing you and is terrible and awful and has ruined your life, the only way you will ever be able to escape it is to not give up, right? It's weird because it almost feels like it's inching close to the idea that it's like in any way like their responsibility, right? Like no, not at all, right? It's Regulus's fault, obviously, right? But I guess it certainly is true that the only way for them to escape from it is to not give up. It is to not just like lay here and let it happen, unfortunately, right? Maybe it's too far, it's not like they're letting it happen in any way, right? But if there is any chance for them to escape it, then yeah, you have to be willing to fight against it, you know. But it's like I'm only able to say that because I'm not in the situation. I could certainly understand. I mean, that's what Selfie, we know her name now, says, right? It's like they just want to be alive, right? They're at rock bottom, right? They're at the very bottom of like survival. They can't do anything else but just live. That's all they can hope for. Regulus took everything else from them. I know that winning or losing a fight isn't what determines who's right? Regulus certainly does. I think he certainly believes that, like, might makes right? Thank God that isn't how it works, because that would be rough, huh? But if I lose here, I just know he'll trample over something precious to me. He sure will. I mean, it's a hard thing to say. Just in this room with all of these people whose lives, everything precious to them ever, has been taken away and killed by Regulus? Yeah. That's not all there is to it. And sure, I agree, but it's hard to say that to them, right? That's all they have left. We don't even want to hope for anything anymore. Yeah, yeah. It's so easy to give up. It's just so easy to give up and to just it's not that I blame them at all, right? Not that I blame them even a little bit. It takes a massive amount of strength and bravery to fight back at all the way that they do. I think it's so human and so natural to be just like all of them and to have just given up, to think that there's no chance. But it's so meaningful for Amelia to do this, right? Because this is what Amelia wanted so bad, right? Is to be able to do this for other people, is to give other people hope, and to do the same things that like Subaru has done for her, you know. So it feels so special. It feels so important that this is something that Subaru was unable to do, right? Just like the whole thing between Reinhard and Subaru, how Subaru will do what Reinhard can't do. Well, here's Amelia doing something Subaru can't do. You know, she's the same way that Subaru has helped her so much and has given her hope and all of that, right? She could do the same thing for all of them, you know? Ah, I don't know anything about you, so it's selfish of me to ask a favor of you, isn't it? Nothing further to say to you. You're not even our husband's bride anymore. You're different from us. Well, everyone's different. They're all different, right? But I guess there's this, you know, there's certainly this camaraderie between the wives. Obviously, at least there should be, because they're all in the same position. And I guess that's what Amelia kind of points out to all of them. You know, they all have this shared hatred of Regulus. You know, to fight back. You know, and hate is not a very good motivator. But I mean, if it's all you have, it's better than nothing, right? Of course. That doesn't bother me, because even if we're different, we can still talk and understand each other. Literally, right? Come on, Amelia knows that more than anyone. You and I are different, and that's fine. So please tell me your name. I'm Amelia, just Amelia. Amazing line. The best line in the show. Why must you try and make us human after everything that's happened? God, that's so sad. Like the idea that Regulus has even taken away, like, their humanity, you know? Ah, God. So long as we keep him satisfied by remaining his obedient dolls, we won't be killed. Because we believe that it was our one meager act of resistance, right? Like, your meager act of resistance by just doing what he wants, right? Like, not to blame them, of course. It's just such a sad thing that that's all that they can imagine that they have left is like resisting through staying alive, at least, right? You've been trying your very hardest. I know you're all crying out for help, right? Like her attitude towards Amelia back then, right? To have one person escape. You know, they don't want to give up. Of course, no one just wants to give up, obviously, right? Let me help you, my knight, and everyone else. Finally, she has that opportunity to do it, right? It's such a meaningful opportunity, you know? Hmm. Are there any among you who love him? Of course not. It's literally impossible to love him, right? If there's anyone impossible to love, it's someone like Regulus who cannot give any of himself to another person, right? Like what Priscilla said in the last episode in the best scene of all time, when she said that like love is recognizing the differences between each other and like accepting them. It's, you know, Regulus is the opposite of that, right? Regulus cannot do that at all, right? Regulus wants all of his wives to be the exact same. He wants to turn them all into this blank slate that have nothing, take everything from them, and any kind of dissenting opinion, any kind of difference, no, he kills you instantly, right? Like, yeah, yeah. God, I hate him more than yesterday. I'd rather be with an Earth Dragon. I literally, right? Like, Patrash is way better than Regulus. Come on. How could I ever love someone who dragged me here against my will? I wish his insides would rot. I literally, right? There's no human being out there who could ever love him. So interesting. I wonder how Amelia feels about that, right? The idea that it's impossible, that there's some people that it's impossible for them to be loved. Which again, it's like it's just because of Regulus's behavior. It's nothing inherent to him as a person, right? Like Regulus could change, right? He could. He didn't. He refused to, right? Like it's not. Yeah, now he's dead, right? He died in the end, not changing at all, right? But he could, right? It's not like it's impossible to be loved, you know, for anyone, right? No matter what, you know. But Regulus wasn't willing to. He wasn't willing to let himself change or be changed. So therefore, it's impossible to love him because that's what love is, right? It is that change within you and the other person. You know, like that's what a relationship is. Not even just love, any kind of relationship with another person at all, right? And Regulus never had any. Regulus was alone his entire life, right? Regulus never had any connection with anyone ever. Right? Like he can't if you can't speak to another person and accept what they have to say in any way, then yeah, you don't have a relationship with them at all, you know? So it's so interesting in that case that he wanted wives so badly that he thought it would make him happy, you know? Yeah, yeah. Please allow us to help you. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Oh, we didn't get the opening. I didn't even notice in this episode. It's been so weird seeing the opening and ending all the time after season 2. You know? Was there a single episode in season 2 where we got both the opening and the ending in the same episode? I don't even know if there was. I wonder what season 4 is gonna be like. I don't know. I don't know. But are we really the key to the power of that man's kingdom? Yes, indeed. That's such a God, it must feel so awful. I can't even imagine how it would feel, right? That whole idea that his heart is within you. And it has to feel so awful, so sick, so terrible. Like, oh God. He entrusted them with something so important, right? Like they're saying like, oh, they can't imagine he would do that, but he just views them as tools, right? It's totally not. It has nothing to do with valuing them as people or finding any meaning in them at all, right? He's forced to, right? And that's an interesting thing, right? Is how just like everyone else, just like Regulus, who thinks he's so perfect and fulfilled, and so like out of anyone ever, he wants to think he is entirely self-sufficient and all that matters is him, and he lives entirely of his own volition and everything, right? It's like yeah, right. But even him, like, it's impossible. It's impossible for anyone to live entirely by themselves. Everyone has something to thank for being alive, right? There's always other people that will in some way facilitate your continued existence, which is a weird way to say, but like we live in a society, and that's just how it works, right? And it's even true for Regulus, as begrudgingly as I'm sure he would want to admit it in that way. Well, no, he would never admit that, but you know what I mean. I don't doubt Subaru when it comes to important things. So if any of you think of anything, let me know. So she does this thing with a spirit, right? It goes through her, and I guess she detects something about it, right? Listens to her heart, and she detects that, yeah, she can hear the two heartbeats, right? Regulus affixes his own heart to the hearts of those he has decided are his brides. It's such a like toxic, awful way to like think about relationships too, right? It's like the idea that this is like metaphorically for Regulus. It's him like taking over someone else's like heart and their will. It's how he views like marriage and relationships. Yeah, yeah. So Subaru is getting beat up by Regulus, or at least he's pretending to be. I guess Regulus is just like toying with him. I don't know. I guess Regulus needs, because Subaru told Amelia about a secret too, and of course Regulus, I'm sure he really wants to kill them both. So he's got to make sure he can track down Amelia too. Yeah. If you were merciful, you wouldn't use your own brides as your authority. Interesting. And of course, I mean, add it to the tally of things that Regulus does not acknowledge at all. He's just like, oh, you figured that out. Doesn't acknowledge what Super actually said about being merciful, right? God, he is. Ugh, I hate him so much. I've entrusted my precious heart to my wives. Yeah, how meaningful that is, right? What a nice picturesque idea of a relationship. Entrusting your heart to another person. Oh boy, how nice, right? But not at all, not at all, right? So I guess it transfers between the wives, right? Because it's on Amelia in the end. Yeah. I guess they probably all have it like connected to them on their heart, but like it only starts beating in one of them at a time, right? God, they all just want to kill themselves. It's so like Jesus Christ. The only way to defeat him is to stop the heart he's affixed his own to. To me, this would just be like admitting defeat, right? There's no way he would leave an escape route for us. How can you just give up like that? Well, they don't view it as giving up. They don't think of it as giving up. If I had to leave people to die in front of me, then why did I even leave the forest in the first place? Even though he trampled on my heart, he never laid a hand on my body. That's why I lasted this long. And now, that man would decide we were worthless and kill us. If we got so much as a single scrape, yeah. So this wound is the proof of my freedom. Ah, God. God. There's no better way to get back at him for all that he's done. But it's it's so sad. It's so sad. Thank God there's another way to do it, right? I should just kill myself and meet my family again. Jesus. God, thank God. And thank God Amelia is this awesome and can stop them all instantly like this. So she stops all their hearts. God, Sophie's face. That's so. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's so interesting because it's like there truly are hopeless people, right? All of them think there's no possible thing that they can do other than just die, right? And Amelia is the one who can give them some amount of hope, something to do, some kind of change, and that's exactly what Amelia wanted to be for other people, right? So it's like it's perfect. It's perfect. I knew you were the kind of idiot who just has to brag and yap in front of a dying enemy. I mean, literally, right? Like, actually. It is insane that Subaru can dodge that. This is, like, crazy. That shot right there, like, the building, the wall in front of Subaru. Yeah, yeah. So Amelia gets stops all the wives' hearts, but now it's just beating within her own heart. So Regulus is not done yet, but they said they all want to get rid of Regulus, but no, she should have said, "Oh, I didn't kill them all, though. Don't worry." I don't know. I don't know. You're so laughably arrogant, utterly lowbrow, astonishingly incompetent, unbelievably impudent, and absolutely depraved. Right, right. So now what? After all that running around, all that's left is the mountain of sacrifices you made. That's such a thing to say for like Subaru too, right? Because Subaru thinks about the sacrifices he's made and what he's lost and all of that with Return by Death. It's so interesting. Does Regulus, like Regulus sacrifices everything for himself. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. But is it even a sacrifice if he doesn't care? If he doesn't care about anything but himself, it's not even a. Can you even call it a sacrifice? You know what I mean? Like he kills all of these people. I guess they're all just like offerings to him more than anything, right? God, the mindset of a mass murderer. But no, of course she knows. 53, right? Yeah, yeah. Never miscount people's lives. Am I supposed to be amazed that you can count? Like, can we just talk about how stupid he is? Can we just like what? Like he said, like, oh, I bet you don't even remember how many there were, right? Amelia says, "Oh no, I do. It was 53." And then Regulus is like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be amazed that you can count?" Like, that's so annoying, right? She's just like, "No, you were wrong. I do remember how many." And then he's like, "Ha ha ha. Why? Who cares?" But he's the one who brought it up. God, I hate him. It's like ridiculous, you know? Oh, it is indeed in her chest. So this is very interesting, right? That Subaru does this. Uh, so he uses unseen hand. He uses invisible providence, as he called it, as he named it, to crush the heart inside of her, right? Just like how, with Return by Death in the past, like killing Amelia, killing like caressing his own heart and his own chest, all of that, right? Um, it is interesting that Return by Death has like that weird similarity with the weird shadowy hands that's like uh Unseen Hand, Invisible Providence is, because that's the authority of sloth, right? That has nothing to do with envy. That has nothing to do. And then like what even is it? Why does it even do that, right? Satella seems to care about Subaru a lot. So if she is the one in control of Return by Death in any way, or if she's the one who granted it to him or something, why does it work like this? Why does it kill Amelia? Why does it kill Subaru? Why can he not tell anyone about it? Was it the Witch of Envy? I mean, I still don't really understand the difference anyway. Like, I get that there's this difference between Satella and the Witch of Envy, but like, what does that even mean, right? Like, what does that mean, like, actually, for, like, Subaru's situation? And, like, what Return by Death is and everything, you know? I don't know, that's just what it makes me think about. Like this weird, I don't know, the crushing the heart thing. I don't know. I don't know. Ah. But Subaru figures it out. Doesn't have to kill her. Thank God. Like, I wonder would Amelia have an answer for this? I guess she just trusts Subaru, right? There's no way. Obviously, Amelia would not accept dying herself. At least I certainly hope not, right? If killing that failure is giving you the mistaken idea that you can defeat me, I must offer my condolences. The one you killed was a dullard who couldn't accomplish anything worthwhile, either before or after he became a Sin Archbishop. Maybe that'd be meaningful if Regulus wouldn't say that about literally everyone on Earth. Like, who cares? But what it gets Subaru thinking about is yeah, like that, right? The hands. Indeed, indeed. And he can do it. He can do it. I wonder, is there anything else about this power? It's very interesting that the invisible providence, the unseen hand, goes inside of Amelia, right? Is there something else he can do with that power, I wonder? Because that's so interesting. It, like, interacting with people like that, you know? Hmm. So he uses it. There we go. See, why didn't he call it invisible providence? Is that your awesome name for it, Subaru? Come on. You gotta keep calling it that. Don't go back on your Chinibia ways. So that's where you were, Geese. Very interesting that she has like this connection to him through this, right? It's interesting that I don't know, it makes me rethink like that whole idea about witch factors, right? Because if there's someone who had the witch factor before Petalgeese did, then I feel like it wouldn't be bound so strongly to like him as a person through this, you know? So it just feels like Unseen Hand itself is something that is just intrinsically tied to Petalgeese forever. You know, if she's able to have like this connection to him through it, right? So I don't know. Very interesting. And of course, and again, it's like Amelia never knew. Amelia never knew all the stuff that happened with Petalgeese. That was Geese, right? Yeah. He crushes the heart. He gets it, and then he collapses in horrible pain immediately. I wonder if it hurt like Petalgeese to do it too, because remember, I mean, Petalgeese would always start like bleeding from the eyes and shit, right? Maybe it did, and Petalgeese just thought it would be like slothful of him to to give up despite the horrible, excruciating pain, right? That would certainly would be his attitude, you know. Hmm. And then Amelia begins the beatdown. Retreating to your own world while leaving everyone else behind. Explain yourselves. What was that farce just now? Like, Regulus, what have you done your entire life, man? God, he's such a ridiculous hypocrite, narcissist, lunatic. I'm gonna miss him. I am gonna miss Regulus in a way, right? Because he's so infuriating and annoying. But it's been fun. It's been fun having him around. It really has been, right? It's been fun just having him as a character in this story. So I'm gonna miss him. I really am. I really am. His feet are wet indeed. He's now part of our mortal plane, and we can fuck him up. Thank God. She hits him with a giant hammer, and yeah. I assume he probably like I assume to not get obliterated right there. He activated his authority for a brief moment because that's all he can do now, right? It stops his own heart now every time he activates it because it stops time, right? The only way he could stay alive was through the heart beating in his wives, right? So we can only use it very briefly, you know. It's very interesting that the authority of greed, I guess, by itself, without this weird way to use it of destroying other people and tying it to them, that there's no way for it. Then it's like really weak, right? Compared to the other authorities, then it's like the weakest if you don't use it in this like I guess in this very greedy way, you know. Yeah, yeah. His rights as a person. I really want to know what Regulus was like before getting the authority, right? Like I guess some of the like monologuing he gives before he gets obliterated. Um it just seems like it all of course comes from this place of like horrible insecurity in himself and everything, right? It seems like that's what his attitude was. He can't stand people laughing at him. He can't stand any of that. And the authority agreed, gave him infinite power to allow him to, yeah, kill all of those people and not let that ever happen again, you know? I wonder what his life was like before. I wonder how he got it, you know? Like, how did they decide, oh yeah, Regulus, we're gonna make you God. You're gonna get the strongest, you're gonna become the strongest person of all time. So here you go, right? Meanwhile, with Petalgeese, they're like, yeah, here's some hams, buddy. There you go. It's not a fair world, huh? To put it simply, you got counterattacked by an enemy you took too lightly, right? It's like such a perfect downfall for the king of all narcissism, huh? Like I get that is like an important thing, right? It's like we've talked about Regulus in relation to like pride as well, but there's definitely a difference in connotation between pride and like narcissism, right? Like pride is weird because it's like it's a sin, right? But it's also there's very positive connotations to the idea of pride, right? Being proud of yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, it's the idea of like, deadly pride, right? Like being like Regulus, I guess, right? Like that idea of like narcissism, Sure, right? But it's just interesting how pride can have more of a positive connotation to it more so than a lot of other like sins. Like there's not really any positive connotation to wrath or like, I don't know, sloth, you know? I don't know. It's interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, what a perfect way to counter that narcissism, is that yeah, if he didn't take them so lightly, he should have ran away, right? Like I don't know, that would have been he's definitely someone who could never imagine running away, never imagine giving up on a fight, right? But that's if he had done that, then he could have escaped, could have lived. I don't know, right? He should have flown to the moon. Oh God. And the beatdown begins, gives him a punch for every bride. I assume there's exactly 53 punches, right? I assume. Yeah, Subaru, you never want to get on her bad side. That's for sure. And he lives this last blow just by activating his authority, right? That's all it can do now is barely keep him alive very momentarily. It's so weak now, so pathetic. It's like the truth behind him is revealed. The truth of all he is without other people, right? That's the crazy thing, is how all his power really did come from others, despite his attitude the whole time. you know? Yeah, yeah. God, don't you think you two are playing dirty? Right, gang up on one person and torment him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right. God, he's so ridiculous. Yeah, we can do this one-on-one. Do this one-on-one real quick. And I love what Amelia says here, right? What you say changes from one line to the next, and everything you talk about is so empty, it's incomprehensible. I think you're the most pathetic person in the world. Like, literally, right? He never says anything. It's literally just paragraphs of nonsense and nothing. It's crazy, right? Like, I can't imagine what it was like writing this guy's dialogue for the author. Like it had to be so. I don't even know, right? How do you say so many words, and say literally nothing? It's impressive. It is impressive. You will regret making a fool out of me, right? I don't think we will. I don't think we will. And here comes Reinhard, right? Here comes Reinhard. On fire, just traveled back through the Earth's atmosphere from the fucking moon. God. That did cause me some trouble. You made one mistake. You shouldn't have thrown me toward the moon. This can't be good. I'm a little bit worried about this. I hope all this moon debris isn't gonna fall onto Lagunica and kill a bunch of people, but who knows, I guess. That is just like ridiculous. Right? Just ridiculous. I'm a member of the Lagunica Royal Knights, personal knight to Lady Felt, and the Sword Saint. Hey, he accepts that title. He calls himself the Sword Saint, which is very interesting. Reinhard von Austria. He can finally have a fight with him now, huh? God. I guess Reinhard has really claimed the top spot, I assume, as most powerful being in the world, right? Like there's no way. Regulus is gone. I don't know if anything could possibly. How could anyone possibly be stronger than Reinhardt now? Right? Like, could you even say that Regulus was stronger than him? I don't know. I guess if you don't factor in his weakness with his wives, right? Then yeah, he's stronger, of course, because he's literally it's impossible to kill him at all. He was the strongest thing in existence. I guess compared to like other like true immortality, I guess there's nothing that Regulus could do, right? Like I guess Pandora, right? Pandora can just rewrite reality instantly, it seems. So I guess you could say she's equally as powerful. I guess there's a stalemate between all of these equally powerful beings that are all completely immortal and can never die. Just Regulus has just been knocked off of that list now, I suppose. Oh God. Hits him up in the air. This is smart. This is smart what Reinhardt's approach is, right? Because you can't just keep hitting him once, because he can just keep activating his thing over and over again. God, he is so pathetic. He's so pathetic and pointless in the end. And I don't really feel bad for him. I just putting myself in his shoes, like it must feel so crazy, that he has existed for this long. He's been alive this long, unchanging, believing himself to be unbeatable, right? Like being unbeatable this whole time, unable to be affected by anything, and just in an instant, it's just all over. I don't know. I just get this feeling from it. It feels so like significant, but man, yeah. And in the end, yeah, I mean, he's just repeating, none of it had anything to do with me. It's not my fault at all. I did nothing wrong. It's right. Absolutely unchanged in the end. Things about his first wife, who never laughed. He killed her family, and everyone had tried to reproach her. That's really good. That's really great, man. Yeah. It wasn't that I couldn't make her laugh. She didn't need to laugh. Her face was beautiful even without her laugh, so she didn't need to laugh. That's so interesting that he has this scorn for laughter. Probably because, like, himself, I doubt he's happy, right? I don't think Regulus is a happy person, you know? So, what does he think about laughter, right? What does he think about, like, happiness in that way, of being, like, fulfilled, like, truly fulfilled in some way? You know, he tells himself he's fulfilled, but he's clearly not, right? So, I don't know, he thinks it's like a farce, I suppose, right? Thinks of all of his wives standing up and laughing at him, right? Finally. I mean, he has a long list of people who all want him dead, right? Who'd be so happy to see him gone, you know? See him lose in the end. Ugh. Not my fault, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. Right, right. You monster. Indeed, I'm a monster that hunts monsters. That's such a... God, it's... that's really how people view Reinhardt, right? People don't view him as a person, you know? And it's like, I really think, like, Reinhardt's attitude, how he always acts so proper and so polite with everyone, it totally has to be, like, in the face of that, right? It's like this. He definitely feels like he has to, right? Because people treat him in such a weird way. It feels like it's just Felt and Subaru who would all treat him like a normal person. Like he is. He's not a monster, right? You aren't a monster, Reinhardt. No way. Come on. It's time for you to accept your fate, just like he's accepted his own, I suppose. And down he goes into this hole. So he has to activate his authority to not die on impact, but then he just starts going through the ground, right? And he has to unactivate it in order to not die from his heart being stopped. So yeah, it's over. It's over. I wonder what would have happened if before all of this happened with Regulus. Like before he lost like his true power and everything. What would have happened if he just jumped into the ground and activated his authority? Would he just go through the core of the earth and destroy everything? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, what a horrible way to die, right? It fills me with this horrible feeling. But I mean, if anyone deserves it, I guess. And he thinks back. He realizes who Amelia is. He realizes who she is, right? Amelia doesn't remember who he is, which is like deserved, frankly. It was Fortuna, who's supposed to be number 79. You know, since we get this opportunity to look at Fortuna, like yeah, like that's serious, right? Come on, it totally is, right? It has to be. What a sad thing. What a sad thing. You telling me I'm going to die, and that girl's going to live happily knowing she avenged her mother and Petalgeese? No, unfortunately not. She won't know. But honestly, that's kind of even worse for him to be forgotten, to not be, you know. I hope we never talk about Regulus again. Let's all forget about him. That's what he deserves, right? Let's have Gluttony eat him. Let's have Gluttony eat his memories somehow, even though he's dead. I don't know how that works, but that's what he deserves. Right? Like, come on. And yeah, Amelia doesn't remember. I can't remember. Very interesting. Thought of that woman rejoicing over my death. I refuse to accept this. Never, 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 never. You will never accept it. Indeed. And that is the end of the episode. God, it is a very good episode. It is a very good episode indeed. We have an after credits, which, for one, okay, thank God all the wives are fine, right? Jesus. Oh, they all get to live their lives again. It actually makes me feel like I'm so happy for them all, right? Like, come on. I know their fucking families are dead, but it's okay. Ugh. And yeah, I mean, Amelia knew. She was frozen too, right? And yeah, Reinhardt is freed up now. I didn't even think about that, right? We got the biggest problem out of the way, so now Reinhardt is freed up. And I think maybe the first thing we kind of need him to deal with is Teresia here, right? Kind of want that to happen just story-wise too, right? Whatever the whole issue between Reinhard, all the von Austrias, and Teresia's death, and Reinhard and all of that, right? We need something to happen with that. So I want Reinhard to show up here very badly and to have something happen. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna, what form that will take, I suppose. And Garfield has transformed. I don't know if he's transformed since that fight with Elsa. I don't know. I don't know. How does that make him feel, huh? More flashbacks to that? Oh God. I guess. I guess that's the episode. As a little treat to me, just real quick. I want to talk about this scene again in the last episode, just real quick, right? Because there's more things about the scene that I like thought about that feel so meaningful to me. Because this has to be like my favorite scene ever, right? I've thought a lot about what makes it so good, what makes it so amazing, right? So the music, right? The music is like a very emotional. It's like this very perfect like, it's this message of like hope and it feels so meaningful in the face of Sirius, who is screaming all of this stuff about love, right? Like all of these wrong ideas about love that leads you to, like we know why Sirius is wrong, right? And it feels so just perfect and amazing to in this amazing scene with this message of hope and uh everything that you get from Liliana's singing, connection and real understanding between people, right? That Priscilla just uh, it perfectly counters everything that she says, right? Just lays down the truth about what love really is. And like God, it's just so good. It's like I haven't been able to stop thinking about this scene since I watched it yesterday. Like, it's just so perfect. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Um the other thing I thought about in this scene that I should have talked about before is the chains, right? Sirius and the chains. The chains to me almost representing like the chains of like Sirius's like mentality about stuff, right? The chains of her worldview and her idea of what love is, right? The chains of that like that idea of like real connection that she has, because that's really what it is. It's like you're trapping yourself, right? It's like you're restricting yourself so much. It's turning love and understanding another person into something that like chains you down and locks you to them forever, like instead of being able to change other people and be changed by them, right? Recognize the differences in other people. You're stuck just understanding the other person and having their exact feelings, but you're chained up. You can't change as a person if that's all it is, right? You'll never be able to to evolve as a human at all, right? As a person, So that's what the chains like mean to me, I suppose, right? And that's why like Priscilla like breaks all the chains. It's so good. It's such a good scene. I'm sure I talked about it a lot last time. I just feel like I still didn't even give this scene the the love it deserves, because Jesus Christ, what a scene. I think it actually just has to be my favorite scene in the whole show. It actually just has to be. Like, Jesus Christ, what a good scene. Okay, I feel like I just had to say, mainly I just want to say that stuff about the chains, because I feel like that's just like an interesting thing to me that just makes it even more meaningful, like Sirius as a character, and like there's such a good like representation, like metaphorical representation of like why she's wrong or about her thoughts about love and all of that, right? Okay. Anyway, we've never had to do that before, but I just feel I had to. Okay, well, I suppose that is it. So, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one.